What's going on, guys? Into this video we will be learning and testing your knowledge on wave management. Here you will be evaluated in terms of how well you can manage the minion manipulation concept, and by the end of this video you will get a grade from 1, which is iron level, to 10, which is challenger. So let's see how pro you are in terms of managing waves. Can you get challenger level in wave manipulation? Let's get started and see. Alright, so in the first example, we're going to analyze right here what Zed against Katarina is doing right now. Belvex just instantly flashed on the Katarina, so right now they just got a kill on her. So in this position, we can see that the wave is pushing into the Zed right now. So theoretically, right now the wave is pushing into the Zed. Zed just got a kill on the Katarina, and right now Zed could just push the wave really fast and try to crush these minions to the tower, or he can just look to recall. So what would you do if you were Zed right now? So you probably answered, hey, well, I would recall because, wave is coming into me. Well, you're not completely wrong if you answered that. Or if you said, hey, I need to push the wave, you're also not completely wrong if you said that. So this is a little bit different example and it's harder. Let's see if you can actually test your knowledge here. So theoretically, Zed can recall immediately because the wave is coming into him, but we can see that the wave is a little bit too big right here. So if he goes for the recall right now, by the time that he gets in the laning phase, this wave is going to crush into the tower. So we can say that if you really want to recall right here as Zed, you need to time the wave a little bit. So here, the correct answer is Zed needs to time the wave a little bit and then go for the recall. But this is not actually correct because if this is challenger level, players think more complex. As in, if this is challenger, Zed is first looking at his goal. Let's say right now he just needs, he has enough for the Dirk, which is a power spike. He just takes a few minions so he can time the wave, he can trim the wave, and then he recalls immediately. If he has the Dirk, if he doesn't have the Dirk, it's very simple. If he needs just the 150 or maybe just 50 more gold, or maybe even just 200 more gold for the Dirk, then he will stay. Yes, he will stay and look to push the wave. If he already has the Dirk, then it's no reason to stay and push. Because obviously the wave is coming into him, so if he just streams the wave and comes back into the laning phase, by the time that he comes back into the laning phase, he will be fine. So right now it depends on the goal. This is the answer that you should have. So he shouldn't not recall or push the wave. He should just check the goal. 582 gold. So at the moment he does not have enough gold for the Dirk. So therefore he should stay and push the wave. If he had enough for the Dirk, it was different, but right now he should push the wave. The problem is that the wave is pretty big and we can see that he doesn't really have the time to actually push it in time. So we can see that the next wave just came right here and he needs to push an extra wave right now. So right now he is going to almost end up dying. He will just die instantly because of this huge mistake. So what was the mistake of the Zed here? So the mistake of Zed was that he did not ask for help from the jungle when Belvech could have just helped him push. So yes, it was good that Zed wanted to push the wave because he needed just a little bit more gold for the Dirk, so it was correct to stay and push, but it wasn't correct to stay and push by himself because he couldn't really push it in time since the wave was super big. So if it was a challenger Zed right here, or maybe just a master tier Zed, it's going to be very simple what's going to happen here. Zed is going to get this kill, he's going to check his gold, he will see that he needs like 200 more gold for the Dirk, then he will know that he needs to push, and then he's going to spam ping the Velve and type, push bro, help me please, and then he will crush this wave into the tower, recall, and life is good. The next example is going to be a little bit more simple, so let's see if you know how to answer this question. So we're going to really analyze what Jean Lux should be doing against Zerat Caitlyn right here. We can see that, so we're going to specifically see if you know what they should be doing with the wave level 1 and how they should be playing out this lane. So Jean and Lux, they want to look to poke, they want to look to pressure really hard, and Caitlyn and Zerat, exactly the same thing. They need to push, they need to poke, they need to look to get something off the enemy, and they can't just stay chill inside of the tower. They really want to be pressuring and controlling the wave. So we can see that the Jean and Lux gets a slight advantage right now, and they got in the laning phase. Caitlyn and Zerat got in the laning phase. So my question to you here, and let's see if you can actually do answer this. So what should the Zerat do right now. So the options are 1, he should poke, 2, he should push, 3, he should poke as he's pushing. So what do you think Zerat should do now? So if you answered he should poke and then he should slowly go onto the wave with auto while making sure he doesn't really get poked by the Lux, then you were right. So we can see that the Zera doesn't really do anything right here. He just looks to wait his W. He doesn't hit the minions, he doesn't push, he doesn't help Caitlyn with anything. He's just what we call AFK support. Doesn't do anything in the laning phase. We can see that he's literally AFK. All what he does is trying to poke. Yeah, I mean, that's okay for bronze, but if he wants to be more, then he should look to do more and look to push. We can see that the Jhin and the Caitlyn, the Jhin and the Lux just got the control of the lane, and boop, the Zerat right now, he's probably thinking, oh, but my AD carry is so stupid, she's getting poked. No, man, it's all your bad. He didn't really play it good, didn't really push, didn't really punish correctly, didn't hit the minions, so this is his bad. The last example that we're going to be analyzing is going to be from a pro player. So let's see if you can have the same wave management manipulation of a pro player. So right here, this is Arya, a KT player. He goes for the follow-up, he instantly exhausts, then he most likely is going to get a few kills right here. He plays it super well mechanically. He pings his Graves right now. He's instantly following it up. He has really good wave management, map awareness as well, and he instantly follows. So now we know that Katarina has TP right here. Azir is going to follow. So right now, theoretically, if it was most of the elos, bronze, silver, gold, Azir is going to go mid, push, or Azir can just look to recall right now, or he could just go for a few crazy roam, but most likely he's going to either go for the recall, or he is just going to stay and push. So what do you think Azir should do right now? Considering that the wave is in this position and Katarina has TP. So if you answered, well, he should recall because the wave is coming into him, we know that the minions just got into the tower, so this wave is like those two minions are going to die very soon. This minion wave is going to push into us, therefore Azir can just recall immediately, knowing that if he recalls and come back in the lane phase, Katarina doesn't have the time to push the lane because the next wave that is going to come from the base is going to come right here, and Katarina can't crash that one. Let alone the fact that Katarina has TP, which makes this play even more obvious. Arya should just recall, and obviously he's a challenger player, so he knows that he is just a natural instinct for him. He doesn't even need to think about it, he just does it because it's so easy for him. So how did you do in the test? Did you get the 10? Did you get the 2? Like how much did you know? So if you answered every single question good, every single question is 3 points. So if you answered, for example, 2 questions well and one you didn't, then you have 3 plus 3 plus 1, because 1 point is basically by default. So if you answer 2 questions right, you have a 7. If you answer 3 questions right, you have a 10. And if you didn't really answer anything, then you just have 1, which is iron level. Like, tell me in the comments, how much did you get? Did you get the 10? Did you get the 7? Did you get, like, what did you get? Did you know those wave management stuff? Or maybe you have more wave management tricks that you want to know and you want me to make a video about them. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I will make a video for those. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. For those of you who are struggling winning and climbing in solo queue but are serious about getting better, I also do coaching for players that want to improve and get their gameplay to the next level. Coaching can't make you better if you just play normals and ARAMs and don't like playing ranked, or you don't care about improving, you just play for fun, or let's say you just play the game for like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours per week, and that's about it. Coaching doesn't help you. Coaching can help you if you feel hard stuck, if you struggle carrying games, if you want to stop wasting time auto-piloting and not learning anything on your games, if you run into a circle for a long time, coaching can help you. If you want to find out the mistakes that hold you back, or simply maybe you have problems with the wave management. Maybe you feel lost throughout the mid game. Maybe you struggle with the decision making, macro,
and you just want to learn how to do it properly from a professional coach. Or let's say you have difficulties checking the enemy jungle and you die a lot to ganks. Or simply maybe you just want to learn how to carry 1 versus 9 so you can actually climb and stop really wasting time. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and book your own coaching now and start improving instantly. I'll see you in the session.